I'm Matt Montgomery. He's Paul MeatSauce Lambert. How often do you get recognized?
It depends. If I wear this hat, all the time. If I wear like my golf hat, all the time.
All the time, everywhere you go.
It's I don't know. It's weird because I'm just an idiot who says what I said yesterday on TV and I say it on the radio. I don't know why I get recognized.
Well, so here's my little anecdote. So Josh, Rush City, this is for you. I'm doing a play date, my little 3-year-old Jack at a playground, and this guy's kind of staring me down, and I'm like, what is going on? After a few minutes, he comes over. He says, "Are you that guy that has that TV show with MeatSauce?" And I just kind of laugh. I'm like,
"You're that guy."
That's exactly. Right. That's why I said we do a terrible job of introducing ourselves. He couldn't even say Monty or Matt Montgomery. He's like, "You're that guy."
Yeah, it's better than him being like, "You're that guy," and then like find out that you like owe him money or something.
I don't know anybody.
If we were on the radio, I'd say something a lot worse.
I'm sure you would. It's TV. It's late night. We can say whatever we want.
Yeah, but I felt bad saying penis. Oh, damn it.
All right, let's start the show. We might as well talk about that instead of the Vikings. They play tomorrow night. Nothing to talk about today.
No, I'm excited for tomorrow night. I'm actually going.
Nice. You're gonna be. Oh, you won't have to work radio, so you'll be. At the stadium?
I'm gonna go because I don't have to do a bunch of other things I normally have to do during the game. Brandon Molesky doesn't know that yet, but he will now because I know he watches this show.
He watches?
Yeah, of course.
Does he really?
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah. I realized my hat looks like it was like left in a washing machine for like 60 years.
It looks great though.
This is the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the one? No, it looks good.
Yeah, thank you. It covers up my sweet hair.
Sweet. Oh, there it is. Wow.
Jeez.
All right. So let's talk Vikings. 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
What are the storylines going into tomorrow? Because honestly, the papers, everything's kind of quiet. Saying, I would think that a lot of people expect us to absolutely blow out the Giants because of our track record against Eli Manning. New York was unbeaten, but then they lost last week to the Redskins, I believe. A lot of people think this is like a 2-touchdown or more win for the Vikings.
Thursday afternoon or Thursday morning, Ben Lieber said that he thinks they'll win by 14.
Wow.
And I think that this will be one of those statement games on Monday night. Everybody always goes back to the way that they play Monday night normally and how they're bad and how they look kind of mediocre. I think this will be the game where they go, that's why we gave up a first and possibly a second-round pick for Sam Bradford. I think they'll destroy him tomorrow night. I think it'll be a blowout. I think Eli Manning has no shot, and everybody says, well, they didn't have Odell Beckham the last time they played. They just last week shut down Kelvin Benjamin, who had 0 catches, and Devin Funchess to barely any catches. They know what they're doing, and he'll have them tuned up. It's Monday night. They'll be excited. It's their brand new stadium, second primetime game at home. They'll kill them.
Going back to what you said about the Monday night, it's not necessarily a curse, but their last Monday night win was 2009. They've lost 7 in a row for Monday night.
Yeah, they
Do you
normally
think that
don't
means
show
anything?
up on Monday. I don't know. No, because how many of those? I mean, Brian Robinson and Greenway were the only 2 guys on that 09 team.
That's so
No,
long
it's
ago.
a totally different team, totally different scheme. They'll be up for tomorrow's game because they're eventually going to have – they can't have that we're the underdog thing anymore. And tomorrow will be one of those games where it'll be a statement game tomorrow.
So far this season, it seems like the biggest story has been the defense. Obviously injuries with Teddy, Adrian, Sharif, Khalil. But now it's the defense. Everson Griffin, NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got those 3 sacks last week. It seems like Zimmer has them tuned up where a lot of us in the offseason were expecting this to be Teddy's year, Adrian, and then defense. If anything, it's defense. Everybody else is just bit players. The defense is what's leading this team.
Yeah, the defense of this team is unbelievable. I mean, if they can continue this smothering defense that they've been doing, they're going to be tough to beat. And this is the kind of team that down the stretch can win big games because if you go out there with the confidence that they have with this defensive line, and we talked to, I think it was B-Rob, they want to get 8 sacks again. They're going to want to go out and try and do that again. It'll be a disappointment if they do. And they'll be gunning for Eli. Plus, Eli doesn't run.
Right.
Cam did. Eli
and he's
stationary. They'll have a field day tomorrow against him. Eric Flowers, the left tackle for New York's terrible. Everson will have a huge game again. He would have had 4 sacks had Cam not just thrown that ball up in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Well,
they'll
he was
dominate
responsible
again.
for another one.
Yeah.
Well, he technically didn't get it, but was it Robinson's game because of his pressure?
Yeah. I mean, they'll dominate again. It'll be fun. The defense is phenomenal.
More than 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, I think they'll win by 14.
Nice.
Yeah. You?
I think they're going to win big too.
Yeah, I do
would
too.
say 14
It just
or
seems
more.
like that, and watch they lose by 12.
If it happens, the Monday night curse is a real thing.
Right.
And we'll bring it back next week and
Yeah,
say they lost.
it's like
on
the Madden curse.
Right. All right, let's talk golf. So we tweeted, do you think we'd talk over under a minute on Ryder Cup? I said, of course, we're going to talk over.
Sure.
Now, if it was a normal year in the regular Ryder Cup, we probably wouldn't. The only reason it's important is because here in Minnesota,
It was here?
It's Hazelton.
I never knew that.
What?
I have no idea it was
You
here.
weren't paying attention?
God, what
I think it was a
what
stone's throw from your old.
Todd fest that thing is. Do you see the guy passed out in the middle of it? There's a video going around the internet. This guy literally passed out with beer cans stacked on him. What a joke.
And his name was Todd?
Probably, or
Really?
Spencer, or Camden, something
Shelton
stupid
and-
like that. Yeah.
So golf, I know you're playing more than you used to.
Yeah, I play a lot. I played today. I don't like.
But you don't watch.
I watch it at home.
Yeah.
I would never go. And all my buddies that were all like, oh man, this is going to be sweet. We're going to go to the Ryder Cup. We're going to drink. All of them texted me yesterday. My buddy Randy went yesterday. A couple friends of mine went
Hot Randy,
on Friday.
or-
Hot Randy. A couple of them went on Friday. They said, and I quote, I would never go back. You can't see anything. There's no action. It's boring. It's
Yes.
boring. And it's just a bunch of dumb people standing around going, come on. They look so dumb. No one's going to ask you to play. And that guy that heckled that crowd, what an idiot. Don't do that. You're a grown man.
Which
the
one now?
heckling guy that got out and made the putt. The
Yeah.
part's,
No, that
part's
was-
cool.
Yeah, that was a good story.
But you heckled your way. Don't be that.
But
You're an adult.
Let's take it back a notch here.
Sure.
That was also the celeb day. So that was like the fun day. They're
Sure,
walking around.
but
So they're talking more
Still,
with the fans.
don't heckle another adult. Should not heckle another adult.
All right.
It's stupid. Grow up, Peter Pan. I have
You can use that as much as you want on that show. It's like
cartoon Michael Jordan on my T-shirt, so I'm really not one.
Michael
to talk,
Jordan
but-
was there.
Yeah, I know.
So that would have been the coolest thing, is to be there, not to see the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, I would have just
meet
wanted to
Michael.
meet Michael Jordan.
So the storylines: Patrick Reed, Rory McIlroy. They were
Sweet.
you
That
know,
was sweet today.
a lot of gestures to the crowd. They had things fired up. To me, the shushing and the Dikembe Mutombo, that's not golf. And maybe to me, that's what the criticism of the crowd heckling. That's also not golf. I get it's the Ryder Cup. People are more fired up. It was almost Happy Gilmore-like.
Sure.
It just seemed like it was out of place. And I'm not saying that what's his name, what is it, Willett, or his
Yeah,
brother?
Danny Willett.
Yeah,
The guy that won. Was he the Masters champ?
yeah. And then
US
his
Open,
brother's the
one
one
of
that
the two.
criticized the golf fans,
Sure.
saying, they're drunk, they're Americans.
Sure.
They're
They eat cookie dough?
Yeah,
I
right.
eat cookie dough.
Yeah,
and
there's-
I was drunk last night.
and you,
Yeah, check. Go
So
on.
does he know you? He must
He
follow you on
must.
Twitter.
No, I hope not. He'd be offended if he did.
What's your reaction to that, though? Do you think
Well,
that guy...
the one is I rip this guy for heckling. If you're going to heckle like you would at any sport, you can boo, you can talk trash. If you talk trash without, talking about somebody's mother or being sexually graphic, fine, heckle.
Sure.
But if you're these people that have this problem with them making a bunch of noise, that's what it's for. That's what this event is. It's a sporting event. The golfers are too sensitive. Make as much noise as you want. You paid a ton of money, and if you got them aftermarket, you paid a ton more money. You make your decision. Go out and do it. But if you're going to heckle like that other guy, don't do that. But if you want to cheer and be loud and boisterous and pander to people, do that. But don't point. Don't single people out.
Now, I wasn't
Be
there.
as loud as you want.
I have no idea what the people said, but when the article in the Star Tribune says that these fans were saying things that were so
Yeah,
explicit, you
sure,
can't even make
but
innuendo.
Go
to
to
say- I mean,
go to an NFL game.
Oh,
go to a basketball. Walk through
but
a high
that's
school
what makes
hallway.
golf different than football or baseball.
But golf's an old man game. They got to change it. If they want these kind of crowds, they need people to go, and if they want the money that people spend. If you're going to spend aftermarket tickets, we're going for $250. Boo!
And there were 50,000 plus
don't
people.
yell something sexual at another adult. Grow up. But if you want to boo and be loud, be as loud as you want.
All right.
I'm all for it.
Heckle us, too. Who cares?
Yeah.
Gophers, we're coming up. We got a timeout. We have plenty of stuff to heckle with that football team.
Hideous.
Yikes.
Hideous.
All right, welcome back. If you guys could hear the things we talk about during
constantly
these commercial
contradict
breaks.
myself. I've yelled. Okay,
It's
I've
fantastic.
yelled at sporting events. I
Sure.
have.
All right.
But I would never yell what these guys are yelling.
Sure.
10 years ago, sure. But I was 22, not 45. I've yelled, yeah.
You've
but
been obscene.
But yeah, I don't know. Not at a
But
golf
now you
event.
regret it.
That's why I don't go to live golf. I can yell all I want. Just the two dogs are going to be like, God, our owner's fat and stupid. Why does he keep yelling at the TV?
Throwing at the TV.
Yeah, don't swear at people and tell them to do sexual things to you. That's creepy.
That is. All right. You know what? The more you know. That was like our public service message.
Right.
All right, let's talk.
We need the thing to go by on the TV.
The little rainbow.
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's talk Gophers. You saw it. They lost 29-26. Penn State, they're now 3-1 on the year. This is a game that the Gophers, okay, I've predicted the Gophers are going to lose 3 or 4.
Yeah,
everybody else is saying, they're going to
yeah.
win 10 or more. This is the game that makes me feel right. They should have won that game. 90% of the time or more, they would have won that game. They found a way to choke it away and lose late in the game. Who do you blame it on? Do you blame it on anybody, or is this a systematic failure?
I think it's weird because I feel bad ripping on college kids, because I have before on the radio, and every once in a while, I'm not ripping on the college kids because they're living their dream. It would be amazing to play a sport like they do in college, all that. I get that. But you have to blame whoever is in charge of this. It's the same thing over and over. They barely beat Colorado State. They get these cupcakes in. They barely beat them. They need last-second drives, last-second field goals. They buy their way out of playing North Carolina, who's not even that good.
Right.
They buy their way out of playing these big teams. If you want this to be one of these teams that can rival with Michigan or rival with
Go ahead and say Wisconsin.
Iowa, Wisconsin, any of these teams, you have to get a big-time head coach in. You have to. Sure. And I'm shocked they haven't done it yet with basketball. When Patino goes, which will be soon because he'll be bad again this year, you have to go out and get a big coach. And you're a Big Ten school. You can attract a big coach. And this is a total pipe dream. But maybe it was because of my 4 or 5 Pacificos I had yesterday. Sorry, for some reason my eyebrows itch.
Somebody must be thinking about you. I don't know.
My
That doesn't
wife
even.
she's trying to text me. She's not in town. Anyhow.
That
sorry.
camera, not that camera.
Whatever. Hi. Anyhow, I would do whatever
Are you sure
I
those
can.
Pacificos were yesterday?
No, yeah, it was yesterday.
Not this afternoon?
Yeah, what I would do, I would get Les Miles. I would call up Les Miles and I would go, hey,
You're looking for work.
you're looking for work.
Get up
You
here.
wanted to go to Michigan. I would get him in here and I would pay him. You're going to need to pay him big money. They can find them. You need to get a big-time head coach. At least offer it to him. And I'm not saying that they should fire Tracy Claeys, but if your prediction comes true and they lose 3 or 4 games with this schedule, you have to get rid of him. And you need a whole overhaul. This isn't Jerry Kill's team.
Sure.
It's
Tracy
still
Claeys'
sorry.
team.
It's still
No, but
Jerry Kill's team. It's just Tracy Claeys running it. You need a better head coach. You have to. And Tracy Claeys is a great guy, but you need a big-time head coach if you want to compete. They're going to get blown out by Iowa, and they're going to get blown out by Wisconsin.
See, now you're going a little bit further. I was going to say, do you think that you throw it all out because of this loss, or do you because all the people that are saying wait and see, like they might lose 3 or 4, or they might still win the rest. We'll see. If they lose to Iowa this season, you might as well pack it up because people aren't going to care.
When Iowa lost yesterday to Northwestern,
Right.
I mean, if they're bound to lose these. They always do this every year. They lose these games that they should win. Penn State sucks, and they lost to them. They should have beat Penn State. They should have lost. I mean, they barely beat the Beavers. They'll lose 3 or 4 games, and they'll have to do something, and they won't get Les Miles because he'll go somewhere else. But you at least have to offer. It's a Big Ten job with that new athletic building coming in, a sweet outdoor stadium on campus. You have to get a big-time head coach, and they'll be available. You have to.
I have to ask this question. Are you related to the kicker from Penn State?
No.
Are you
First
aware
off, that's
of-
mean. And second off,
I'm being nice.
this is the only time I'm going to rip on a college kid. I hate that kid. And here's why. He gets leveled by that Gopher player and totally flopped.
Oh, yeah.
He flops. That's his move.
Yeah.
And I used to be that kid.
The flop?
As the
Or
big
the-
kid, you go down the field and you hit the smallest kid.
Take him out.
That kid should be he should be embarrassed. And he should
The kicker?
Yeah. He
Oh.
flopped and everything. No. I mean,
He's like 260 and 5'10". He's a stud.
but he does
Everybody
the
loves
same
him.
thing, though.
Yeah.
He headhunts down the field.
Sure.
You can't have it both ways. That's the theme of today's show. You can't have it both ways. He should be thrown out of the game.
Nice.
He's
Wow.
stupid.
Going
That's
after
so
a kicker.
dumb. Yeah, and I contradict myself.
'Cause
I'm
you
not going
used
to
to
go
do
after
it.
college
You
kids.
said you used to
Now
do
I'm going to go after college kids. I saw that and I was pissed.
Wow.
He does the exact same thing. Move on. That not us. That kid.
We have to move on, though, too. Let's talk about the Lynx. They just swept the Phoenix Mercury. They're going to the WNBA Finals, 5th time in 6 seasons. And in the other semifinal series, LA couldn't finish off Chicago, so they get a little bit of time off. Looks like a repeat year.
The same thing I said when we were doing the Olympics about
pre-Olympic.
the women's gymnastics team. The Minnesota Lynx team does not get enough credit. It's kind of sad that they are going for their 4th championship. Cheryl Reeve should be, and it would be a disgrace if she isn't the first female head NBA coach.
Nice.
She should be a head NBA coach. She's a phenomenal human being. She's a pioneer of that sport, and she has these players. All of her players are great citizens. They're great people, and nobody goes. It's sad, but
People go.
but not. I mean, Maya Moore, and we've talked about this on this show. If Maya Moore were a guy, they'd have LeBron James too. I mean, she's phenomenal.
She had 20
basketball.
points today.
She's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
She's phenomenal, and it's just sad because. I mean, people go, but more people should go. And I'm hypocritical because I've never
Maybe
been.
WNBA Finals people will go.
Yeah, people should go, and they should cherish how great this organization is, and they should be proud of every single one of them. Lindsay Whalen's a class act.
Yep.
They're all great people.
All right, we got 1 minute left. Let's talk Twins, the dumpster fire. Record losses, 103. Any reason for optimism this offseason? Bringing in the new GM, that kid out of Cleveland, whatever his name, Falvey. You think there's anything to be excited about?
Yeah, we should be excited about Byron Buxton.
Nice.
I think he kind of figured it out. Byron Buxton, an inside the park home run today. He's a phenom waiting to happen, and a couple guys on Twitter have a ton of fun with it. A lot of people gave up on him months ago when he got sent up and down over and over again.
Few trips, right?
Byron Buxton is a stud in the making. He should lead off for this team.
Switch Dozier to clean up?
Yeah, when they start next season. And he should be on this team permanently, and he'll be a phenomenal baseball player. Another class act of a human being. That's it. The pitching staff's terrible.
Throw them all out.
Start over. You got to start over.
Rebuild.
Spend a bunch of money.
All right.
That's the easiest way.
Boy, that's a nice equation. I like that. Throw it all out.
Thank
Little money. All right, get your beverage ready. We're going to play some drinking games. It's got a Ryder Cup Ryder theme. Really? I gave you a hint.
Ernest Borgnine.
All right, time to get that drink. We're going to ask some questions, see if we're right or wrong, all right?
Remember last week when I got them all right?
That's right. I was a little bit tougher. I was on a flight back from Seattle. I had no show prep time.
You're so fancy.
Hey, weren't you just in Seattle?
Yeah, I'm going to Las Vegas in 2 weeks.
Oh, good for you. So I'm a little bit tougher this week. Okay. But, all right, every answer or question has something to do with, it has the word rider involved. But sometimes it's in the question. So
Ernest Borgnine doesn't have rider in it.
No, he does not. I checked. No, you're good. All right, so 1927, the Ryder Cup began.
Okay.
And right now we call it the U.S. versus Team Europe.
Okay.
But back then, it was not Team Europe. What were they called?
Team.
Go ahead and grab your glass. Just do something.
Ireland.
Close. I'll give it Great Britain. And then after so many years, then
That's
they were
close.
Team Great Britain
Ireland's
versus
close to Great Britain.
Yeah. Did you ever have to take any geography at the?
If you put out a map of the United States, I couldn't fill in every state. I'm not kidding you. I'm not smart.
You sounded like Donald Trump. I'm not kidding you.
No, I'm not
I'm going to stay away from politics, but that right there.
No,
I'm not kidding you.
That.
Believe me. All right, Winona Ryder, actress.
Yep.
She was in Beetlejuice. She played Lydia Dietz. It was like her big breakout role. What year did Beetlejuice hit the theaters? 1987, 1988, or 1989? I'm
going to go 88.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was hoping to
I love
stonewall you.
Beetlejuice. I love when he
I figured that was a movie you watched.
Nice bleep in town and grabs his crank. It's funny.
I figured that's the kind of movie that you watched hundreds of times as a kid.
We used to watch it as kids, and every time that scene would come up where he'd yell the F word, I was like, yes, we're going to hear the F word. My dad would either, because it was like before a mute button on a TV,
sure.
He'd scream.
Just yell over.
What is he yelling about? And I'm like, oh, yeah, he says the F word there.
Your dad didn't know that you knew what was going on? Just
no,
he knew. Screaming,
yeah,
Dad.
No, he would scream it. Yeah, and he just didn't want us to hear it, but then at like 6 years old, my Uncle Peter taught me how to swear, and I've been swearing ever since. True story.
That works for you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, except not on this show.
No.
All right. David Hasselhoff, he was known for Baywatch in the 90s, but before that, he got his first big break with a TV role of what TV show that ran from 1982 to 1986?
It's got Rider in it, and it's Knight Rider.
You got that one here.
Yeah. Isn't that the talking car?
Mm-hmm. You know more about that than I thought you would.
Yeah.
That's good.
I like David Hasselhoff. He has great music. Have you ever heard his song, I've Been Looking for Freedom? No, you should listen to it. I love it.
See, I don't know if
It's
you're
horrible.
teasing.
No, I'm dead serious. Everybody, after this show,
David Hasselhoff.
YouTube, David Hasselhoff, I've Been Looking for Freedom, and it will be stuck in your head, and you'll love it.
Play that
Or your
tomorrow
money
on
back.
Power Trip.
We have.
Do
we
that.
play it all the time.
Do you?
Yeah. I've been looking for freedom. That's how it goes. It's great.
I love it. It's the sing-along.
Thank you.
All right, 1993, the Timberwolves drafted J.R. Rider.
Okay.
What year did he win the slam dunk championship?
1996.
No.
95.
94.
Damn it.
So you gotta, yeah, you're off there.
Beavis.
That's all right. See, I thought that would be the one that you would get. It's all right.
No.
That was good.
I wasn't a Wolves fan back then. I am now, though.
You weren't back then.
No.
Okay, here's a little sidebar
Too
question.
fat to play basketball.
Did J.R. Rider ever win an NBA championship?
Ooh.
It's,
think it's no.
It's a trick question of sorts.
Yeah, because...
Yeah? No, don't worry about drinking to this one.
Okay, I'm going to go with yes, but was it because like he was on the team in the beginning of the year and they moved him, but he got a ring anyway?
That's exactly it.
Was it the Lakers?
2001 Lakers.
Hey.
He was on the team and
He was
played.
in the league until 2001.
Yeah, he played a lot in the regular season, but playoff he was out for a local Devin George, who went to Augsburg. He got the spot instead. So
Yeah.
there you go. The more
I
you
did
know.
not know that. That's pretty good.
Let's go 1962 movie, and it's not Ernest Borgnine.
Okay.
An actress, Ursula Andress, is known for playing the role of Honey Rider, and it's a very iconic scene where she comes up out of the ocean in a bathing suit.
Okay.
What movie was that a part of?
Was it the Bo Derek movie, Perfect 10?
No, that's, I think you're in a
Bikini
different...
Car Wash?
Bikini Car
Emmanuel? Red Shoe Diaries?
It would be Dr. No. The very
one knows
first...
that.
They do, because it's the very first James Bond movie with Sean Connery. Yeah, everybody knows that.
No.
When you hear the name Ursula Andress,
I don't.
ask
The
Common
only
about
Ursula I know is the Ursula from
Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Who I thought when I was a kid was my grandma's neighbor because my grandma's neighbor looked like her and I was terrified of her. I thought she was Ursula.
Your grandma's neighbor
Looked
Ursula.
like Ursula. And I used to tell my mom that and she's like, that's rude. Don't make fun of old women. Then
Nice.
my mom's or my dad's mom was always like, yeah, if you ever meet that lady, get hammered with her. Grandma, I'm 3. You're a bad influence.
She had gin in her glass. Of
course she did.
Last one, 1983, Christmas Story, holiday classic. What
Worst
toy?
movie of all time.
What toy did Ralphie? What did he ask for
The
Christmas?
Red Rider. BB
Yeah,
gun?
there you go.
That movie's terrible.
It's the best
It's-
Christmas
it's
movie.
the worst Christmas movie of
Kids
all time.
love it.
No, that
Kids-
movie's
every-
terrible. Don't show that to your kids.
You know what?
It's brainwashed.
I'm
It's
gonna go home
horrible.
and watch it
No,
right
it's
now.
awful. I hate that movie with a passion. It's so stupid. And it's on for 24 hours. My aunt Jan and my mom were the only people that hate it. I hate that movie.
You hate that movie.
I hate it.
And you
It's
love David
terrible.
Hasselhoff music.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
time for a break. We'll be back for more.
I hate you.
So I learned in the break you love Monty Python and the
I
Holy
love
Grail.
Monty Python,
You
yeah.
hate Ralphie and Christmas Story.
And Spaceballs.
You hate
Spaceballs is horrible.
Spaceballs.
And
Spaceballs
Goonies.
is great.
Goonies is just
know
a
what?
tragedy to film.
What were you doing in your childhood that made you hate
Goonies
these movies that
sucks.
everybody loves? Goonies is
I don't
fantastic.
have Goonies. No, why? Because of that stupid truffle shuffle scene, and my friends used to make me do that. That's why I hate that.
See, no, hate
stupid
your
movie.
friends. Don't hate the movie.
No, I don't have many, so I need to like them.
All right. We're about done here. Look us up on Twitter, Facebook. We got the Man versus Baby still going on. We're all playing fantasy football.
Are you losing?
I think I lost to the baby twice.